Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I got a stock I want to talk to you guys about. Now this stock, keep it on your watch list. Okay, I'm not saying buy it right away. Okay, that's definitely not what I'm saying. I'm saying keep it on your watch list. If you have TradingView, keep it around there. Look at some candlesticks and analyze the stock. Okay, and before you go into this, you need to realize a few things. Okay, now the stock I'm talking about is Reality Income, ticker symbol O. So one thing that stands out to me the most is 5.53% dividend yield. Okay, I haven't owned a stock that pays out dividend yields so high. Okay, now this percentage is crazy. What does that mean? Okay, first things first, I look at stocks, and I see what makes the stock different than others. Now, if a stock is at its early age, it's very early. A lot of people don't know about it. It's hard to pinpoint those things. But if you have a stock like Reality Income, which pays 5.53% dividend yield, it is very easy to separate the stock from the rest of the pack, because the dividend yield is so high, but also the share price is not as crazy. So they want people to own the stock. The people that have the stock, they want you to own it. Oh yeah, the dividend yield is high, blah, blah, blah. It's a win-win. Basically, they want you to buy the stock as much as you can, right? And get paid in dividends. Now, you don't want to get hurt in that. That's a big takeaway, but don't get hurt, okay? You have to make sure you're diversifying, okay? Biggest take is dividend yields and more money back monthly, but make sure you're not just throwing $1,000, $500, $2,000 with your eyes closed. Make sure you throw some good money down, but you're kind of putting money in some other companies and stocks as well, okay? Make note of that and make sure you're doing that. Now, how often do they pay dividends? Okay, I've talked about dividends a lot. I'm talking about dividend yield is high, 5.53% is good or whatever. They basically pay every month. It's, as crazy as it sounds, they pay every month. I've known about the stock for a while. I haven't got the right time to buy yet because I was looking for the right striking price, okay? Now, they pay monthly every 15th. So December 15th is when I'm thinking I'm going to get some dividends earned. Now, when I get those dividends earned, I'm going to make another video on how I earn dividends by just owning $5 of a stock. Okay, as you guys can see, I have $10 at the bottom, right? But I only put $5 in. I want to buy at levels. I want to be patient. I want to work with the stock a little bit, okay? I can put down 80, 60 right now if I wanted to, but I really want to take small amount of my money, put down at the absolute lowest, As you guys can see, I got in at a very nice position, okay? I had the money to get in around 56 lows, and I was going to settle for that, but I was like, you know what? If it's at 56 lows and it has maintained 56 very consistently. The biggest dip we had was 55.7, and that came from 56 lows. So when I see we open up at 56.2, 56.011, what do I expect the stock to do? Take some, have some critical thinking here, guys. If something has proven in the past that it went all the way down to 55.7 based on 56 lows, I can assume that we're going to see 55 again. So that's what I was patient for today. Okay, I saw we opened up pretty low, so I'm like, okay, we have a chance of probably going to 55 today. Okay, I want the price to come to me. Do not chase target prices, guys. If you see a stock is up and running, let it go. Okay, do not chase after it. Let it come to you. So I put in a custom order of 55.9. Okay, and in a matter of like 10 to 20 minutes, I got a notification. Order went through. Now it's a win-win for me. Okay, because if I would have bought right here at 56, I would not have been making profits consistently throughout the day, right? But I've been pretty pleased with my position as of right now, 55.91, but I want to buy again when it goes below 55.91, which is very possible. Okay, it's not crazy because it happened 2 times this week, but the only thing I should avoid is buying above 56.5, 56.3. Okay, now let's move on and talk about long term to midterm. A lot of people have, that diversification in the portfolio with NVIDIA, or they have S&P 500. But how long are you holding it for? For me, a long term is basically 2 to 3 years, 1 to 2 year, right? Midterm is 4 to 6 months or slightly close to a year. I want to hold this for 4 to 6 months. I'll tell you guys why. Around June or July, I want to take my profit from this. I'm going to invest about $60-$70 in this stock. I want to earn all my dividends, take all those profits, okay? I probably want to take all of that, and I might put into the S&P 500 and let it roll out for the next half of the year. Or what I will do is hang on to reality income till the end of the year, and then for 2026, take all that profit I'm going to make and put that into the S&P 500. Now, I have a couple options here. I'm not too worried about July or December of next year. I'm worried about right now my main position. I want to make sure I get this down to 55.8. Okay, that is a good price, and it is very possible. Okay, it is very possible to buy that low, and based on calculations I've made, based on certain the certain patterns. I mean, let's look at this. It goes up to 56, comes back down. Goes up to 56.60, right? Comes back down. Monthly, the highest has been was 58. So what do I know? If it's 57 and above, I'm not gonna buy. Okay, but however, if it comes down to 56.8 after a big spike up, I can buy, but not buy as much. Okay, keep those things in mind. Be very conservative when you want to get into a stock, and always know how long you're looking to hold a stock for. Okay, don't just get in looking for profit, okay, and be more greedy as you go. That is not the way to go. Have a set target. This is my long term. I'm not going to sell in a year. I'm going to buy every dip. When I get my profit, I'm going to sell. Okay, but I'm going to sell at the end of the year because it's my long term. Have some of those things just pinpointed in your mind, okay, so that way you don't get hurt. Okay, now price targets consistently stays around 56 to 56 high, so about 56.5 to 56.89, runs up to 57, comes back down. The highest has been is 58, okay, which is pretty consistent. Now I would expect this stock to have some growth over the next 5 to 6 months, but since this stock is not up so much yearly, you really have to make sure your entry price or your average cost per share is really nice. Okay, you have to make sure it's at 55.7, 55.8, and every time it goes low, just keep buying a little bit more. Okay, because the important thing about this stock is we don't see it. We haven't seen a crazy run up. If this stock goes to 65, 70, then we can be like, oh, okay, we're making some money here. But the highest, if it went is to like 64, but it came back down. So we need to see like 70, 75, 65. It needs to hit that a couple times for us to be able to get in. But what can we take from this 64.7, 63 run? That it has potential. So imagine you buy in at 55, 56. Okay, you're gonna get this run sooner or later, based on the dividend yield. It has good benefits. Take the opportunity and invest while it's low, or while it's decently low. I told you guys with AMC, okay, you invested at 4.5, you were set, even if it couldn't break 5.5, 5.2, because either way, if it comes back down to 4.8, 4.7, you make money regardless. So even if we fail to break 63, 65 again, it comes back down to 50, 57, 58, all right, whatever, I'm still making money because I'm in at 54, 55, 56, whatever the case may be, okay? Now, under 55.9, I consider that a good buy. Under 55.5 is golden. Now, top tier is 53 or below, or 54 or below. I mean, if you can get in around here, which can probably happen soon, that's amazing. But the only thing is, earlier in this video, I said I might sell around July or June and try to put all that money into S&P 500. Let's take this graph, for instance. Let's take this yearly graph and imply that for 2025. What should we expect that's going to happen around June or July? Okay, slightly of a downtime. Okay, just something to take in consideration. Okay, GameStop was down for 4 to 3 months. Okay, I'm not comparing a smaller, shorter, volatile stock to a crazy long-term stock, right? But what I'm trying to say is, when a stock is down for 4 or 3 months, right, they're going to have some time where they run up. So I have to make sure that I get into a price which is beneficial. So even if I'm losing money around June or July in 2025, it's not going to be crazy money that I'm losing. So if I get in around 58 and it's down to like 50 lows, I'm not in the best spot. But however, if I'm at 55 and I average down a couple times at 53, 52, I'm fine with that, okay? I'm going to lose 20, 30, or 60, $70, whatever. I don't care. And then when it goes back up in October maybe or September, I can sell, take all my dividends I earned, invest in a different company, all right? Have these things planned out, okay? Know certain months that the stock might be down. See the potential of the stock, then invest. Always take away some key points. For me, the key point is dividend yield and just the monthly consistent monthly income that they pay back to their shareholders. Absolutely wonderful stock. I mean, I wouldn't argue with nobody for trying to buy a dividend yield stock or a specific long-term stock like Nvidia. Okay, the only down thing about Nvidia is they pay 0.01% back. I can tell you this with my eyes closed. Nvidia pays this much back in dividends, guys. So as much as we love Nvidia, as much as we like Walmart, okay, Nvidia does really bad on dividends, which is all right. I mean, the company ran up over 150% this year, so pays low dividends, whatever. Okay, it still has potential to grow, but to replace that, okay, to replace that 0.01 dividend yield in Nvidia, own a stock like this, and you're gonna be golden. All right, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you got any questions, any comments, and just thank you guys for watching.